Okay, let's start off with the menu bar. We have File, Company Information. Load your company information here. If you want to load a company logo, click here and choose from a company logo. If you like it, then say OK. This button's indicating that the program needs to be activated. You have 15 days to activate the program. By clicking on this, it'll ask you for an activation code, and if not, you have 15 days to activate. Here we have the customer information, city, address, state, zip, etc. These things you'll add to identify your customer's print-off. Again, over here you can save the record, you can start a new record, or delete the current record. Right now we're on record 1 of 4. If I was to delete it, I'd be deleting record 1. In this case, I'll choose no. Okay. If I wanted to start off with a new sheet with no inputs, I could reset the sheet here. Okay. So let's go ahead and scroll to customer number 1, and we have a few items installed here. We have 1 14 gauge, 6 14 gauge. We have 1 number 8, and we've indicated that that's a ground conductor. Here it states that we have 1 ground conductor. Then I have number 8, 3 of those, and I have number 3, 1 of those, and then I have 6 of these number 3s, and so on. Let's do a calculation here, and notice that we're derating is at 45%. Because of the number of conductors, we have a total of 27 wires. 26 of them are current carrying. 1 is a grounding conductor. Alright, so if we wanted to see what this looks like, we can do print preview, scroll down, and it says that you can use Article 348, Article 348, flexible metallic tubing, number 3-inch. If we don't like to use that, we can find a conduit by scrolling through here. We can also find a conduit by scrolling through the database here. We see a conduit we want to use. We'll just go ahead and click on it and then calculate. And here it states that the conduit fill is 20%, and that should be fine. If we were to choose a smaller conduit, let's say a 2-inch, now notice that it says it requires over 2 conduits to accommodate this size of conduit. Its fill is too full. So let's scroll down and click on another one, number 3-inch, and that will work. Let's go down and scroll on it and click on a smaller one, let's say a 1-inch. Notice you need over 8 conduits to make this work. So if you were going to parallel conduits, you know you need at least 8 conduits to make it work. Alright, so let's go ahead and clear the screen and start a new calculation. Alright, we'll go to number 10. We're going to put in 3 conductors. Let's go ahead and put another number 10. Scroll up and get another number 10 here, and we'll make it 1 conductor, and we'll indicate that that's a ground by clicking that. Notice the wires are at 100% rating now because we have 3 conductors or less. Now we can find a conduit by scrolling through here until we find one that we like. Here we go, is IMC intermediate metal conduit, 3/4. Okay, so we can print preview and see what we have here. We have 3 number 10s, and also the 4th number 10 is a ground conductor. We have 29.8% fill of the conduit, and we're using a conduit IMC 3/4 inch. There's some footnotes here that conduit nipples not exceeding 24 inches between boxes, etc., shall be permitted to have a 60% fill. All right. Now here's a more advanced items. We can edit the wire tables if we feel confident. These are all the wires that currently have a choice of. If we wanted to add new wires, we can click and add new wire, and then we'd have to know the diameter. So we'll go 0.6, and we have to know the square inches, 0.35, and that's been added. If we wanted to add another one, we go to Table, append new record, and now we have another one. So we go New Wire 2, and then we can call this 0.7 and give it a 0.45, just throwing some numbers in here. Okay, and if we wanted to add another one, we could append new record, and we call it New Wire 3, and give it a 0.8, and here we go 0.55. So that's how you add new wires. Now if you wanted to delete the wires, you go here and you click this square here and turn it black, and then we say delete records, and we could say remove deleted records. So these are deleted records. They're pending deletion until we hit this button, remove deleted records. We say yes. Now we go back into edit conduit wires. We see that they're gone. I'm sorry. Now that we go back and edit the wire, we see that they've been removed. And the same thing can happen with the conduit. You can edit the conduit. You can change the description, or you can add new ones. Go into the bottom and click New Conduit, and then give it an article that you want or whatever information you want. Anything you like. And so one thing about dealing with conduit, you're going to have to give it some more information. We'll scroll over. We're going to have to tell it a conduit trade size. We'll call it a 3, and we're going to have to say the internal diameter of the conduit. And these are the two we have to fill out. The rest of these will get filled out automatically. So if we exit, refresh tables, and go back into edit conduit, we'll notice that these other items have been propagated for us. Again, to delete it, we'll highlight it here and say remove deleted records and confirm it. Now we go back in. Now we go back in and we see that it's been removed. Alright, well, this has been a brief demonstration on how to use the conduit size calculator.